Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm here to show you how my split board works. Lately, we've been doing a lot of backcountry stuff, and in order to get uphill so you can snowboard down, you need a method that is much more efficient than snowshoeing or hiking, which is very difficult in the mountains. So we have this split board. Currently, it is in snowboard mode. You can see it looks like standard snowboard. Bindings fit the same, roughly the same stance, but it will split into skis. That starts with removing the bindings. It's pretty simple. There's a pin on this side here. Basically, pull the lever out, pin falls out, binding slides off the back. Other side, same thing. I'm doing this with my gloves on just to show that yes, it can be done with gloves. It's a little bit awkward, but it's actually not terrible. So now you've got both bindings pulled off the board. There's a clip at the tip right here. Another mating clip at the tail right there. And then from there, the board comes into two. Now we have skis. But how do we get uphill with skis? We use something called skins. So I'm going to grab my skins here. I'm going to stick my board in the snow. It's convenient that we have this snow here. Makes for a nice spot to put your board. So this is my skin bag. In here we have two skins, and they're cut to these skis, and they only fit on one way. So I'm just going to unroll it here. It looks kind of like that. I'm going to start by, this one clearly goes on this side, so I'm going to start by basically putting it on there. That slides down. This is called a cheat sheet. Helps it so make sure it doesn't stick to everything. I'm going to pull it off. Stick it on there. Pull the whole thing off. And then in the end we have a tail clip here. Tail clip, basically put it on one side here. Pull it over. Takes a bit of muscle. And it's on. Just like that. So what this skin is, I'm going to get a little closer. Can't really see. It's basically like a velour. It slides one way and sticks the other. So when you have a bit of snow, basically slides down no problem this way, but does not slide back. I could probably demonstrate that here. Slides easily this side, not so much. Does not slide that way, but it easily slides out that direction. So that allows you to slide forward and it resists sliding back. So now I'm going to put the skin on the other ski and then show you how it works. Okay, now I have two skis with skins on. I'm going to put the bindings on them and for uphill mode. On the back of the binding there is a little clip here, so this allows it, when it's down, keeps your high back forward for more lean when you're snowboarding down. When you want to go uphill, you want to tip it back a bit more, you push that in, it slides back more. So this binding is the right binding because you always want the ratchets on the outside. This ski is the right ski because you want the tips pointing outward as well. So the way this works, there's a little pin that goes in place there. Same pin goes in here just like it did when it was in snowboard mode. And it clips in. So now we have the binding on the ski and it moves just like this. If you get into steeper terrain, we can flip up a riser like that. And then we can basically go uphill. Keep our feet level. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna do the same for the other one. Now we have two skis, bindings on, ready to go. I'm gonna put them on. We're gonna go for a walk around the backyard. Okay, so now that we have scaled the massive mountain, we're going to flip our board back to snowboard from the skis. It starts with pulling the bindings off. Same pin, we just dislodge the pin, pull it out, bindings come off, Same thing the other side. Pull the pin. Bunch this off. And then what we're going to do is take the skin off the ski. I'm going to start by grabbing my cheat sheet here. These skins do stick to everything. Everybody does it a little bit different, but I like to use the cheat sheet, otherwise I just find it's too difficult to get apart. Comes off nice and easy. Put it together. We're just going to roll this up a little bit. And at this point I can take my skin, put it back in the skin bag, and there we go. I'll do the same for the other ski. Okay, now skins are off, skins are in the bag. You can put them in your backpack, get ready to go down the hill. So to put the board together, just take the two halves. There's two latches. Burton calls them the yin and yang latches. For obvious reasons, they kind of one fits into the other. There are different systems out here, but this is what my board has. We put the tip clip on, flip it over, put the tail on. And I may have mentioned before that this board is customized, because the Burton system I didn't really like. So what I went with is called a Volet light rail system, which is this binding. It has a rail on the bottom. But I had to make pucks to fit this board because the bolt pattern's different. But basically what happens, now that I've got them, binding just slides on, just like that. We put the pin in. Same thing with the other binding. All right, I hope that was a little bit interesting to you. I wish I was on a mountain right now demonstrating this, but we're here in the backyard. But I am going to leave you with a few clips from our latest trip to the Kokanee Glacier Cabin, which we took a helicopter in and spent a whole week doing backcountry laps of beautiful terrain. It was amazing. Thanks for watching.